Hi folks, I know it's been a long time. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that we moved into some property earlier this year, and so I haven't had a lot of time to put out any content, but finally got my rock room kind of put together, sort of, enough that I can at least work on some material. And so I've been hanging on to this agate, that Carnelian agate that I found this summer floating, and I think I'm going to polish it up for everybody to see. It's hard to see probably in the camera, but it should have some pretty cool banding in it. You see how it rolls around. So we're going to try to trim it up and polish this face and show you what it looks like when it's all done. All right, let's fire this bad boy up. I'm just trying to get some of the bigger knobs so I spend less time grinding it, more time polishing. All right. I think that's good enough. That'll give us a little bit flatter surface to work with. As you can see, it should be beautiful. All right, let's head over to the grinding wheel. See you there. Okay, let's fire this bad boy up. Okay, I think we've done about as much as we're going to do with the 80 grit. I am going to switch over from a hard diamond wheel to this softer 220 or 280 grit wheel, and we'll go from there. Hopefully we don't have to step back to 220, but I think we should be able to get what we need out of this 280, and then we'll just keep moving up. From here we just progressively go finer and finer, trying to work out all the scratches until we get a polish. Okay, so after I got into grinding this a little bit, you can see that there's still some good banding, but the color is starting to fade the deeper I go. So I think I'm going to change my process, and I'm going to work on that because I think the red is deeper there. Some of this Carnelian, you just never know until you start grinding it or cut it in half. It can just be brilliant with bandings and deep reds, and then you cut it and it just turns to a milky white, which is what I'm afraid that's doing. So I'm gonna lay off of that and just work on that. And that's got some pretty tight banding if you can see it. So back at it. So I've got a 280 wet, and then on the other side I've got a 280 on expanding wheel, and I keep that dry. And the reason I do that, you look at that, it looks beautiful. Run it over to this dry wheel, you can see there's still quite a few gouges in there. clean paper towels here. Well, it's not Mild Kyle from World of Rockhounds worthy, but we're getting there. I do see a couple of spots I might have to go back. All right. This can be the frustrating part for some people. We put a lot of work into this so far. We're on the 280, and we've been on the 280 for quite a bit. And if you can see, there's just little gouges. You mean 95% of it is ready to go on to the next stage, but there's always just a couple of little gouges. There's one right there that just seem like they take forever. There's a couple right there, if you can see those. This one's pretty close here. But you just keep at it. Take it off of the water occasionally, dry it up, really look at it under the light, and just keep persistent, and you'll get those out, and it's well worth it. Okay, we're gonna jump over to the 400 exclusively. Hopefully we don't have to come back to 280. Now it gets exciting. It's gonna start to take on that finished look. We're gonna jump up to 1200 grit. And then from there, we'll probably go to, I might go right up to 50,000. We'll see. See what she looks like. You'll notice now when it starts to dry, it's starting to keep that shine. Love it. Let's dry it off real good and see what we got. Okay, we're gonna hit it with the 50,000. And that should get a pretty good shine on it. And then from there we'll do cerium oxide, dry it up, and should have a polished rock. All right, let's see what it looks like after 50,000. Up here. Get a dry towel. Nice and dry. Not bad. But we still want to hit it with the cerium oxide belt to really give it that depth. So one more and we're done. One finished Oregon Carnelian Agate.